Hi, my name is Stacy Weber and I'm with True You Training. I'm a certified law of attraction life coach and personal trainer. I have certifications in fitness, nutrition, as well as weight loss management. Today, we're going to do our second video in our Get Thin, Stay Thin video series. And today I wanted to bring you some tips on how you can eat out and still stay on track with releasing the weight if that is your goal, as well as portion control, which is really huge, whether it's eating out or at home. So, as you all know, we live in America where it seems like everything is supersized. Either we get something for free, like a value meal, and you get multiple things, or you get a free hors d'oeuvre with dinner. I mean, it's we usually get so much food, and it's usually 2 to 3 portions instead of one. And with that, is that, the best way to really stay on track or the healthiest way, right? That's why we have, unfortunately, 65% of our population is either overweight or obese, which is very sad. So, I wanted to give you some tips on how you can go out to dinner and still enjoy it because for me, I love to eat out. I really enjoy it. I love sitting outside if that's possible and really enjoying family and, talking and things like that. That's really fun for me, and I'm sure it is for you as well. So, how do you stay on track and still be able to go out and do that? So, let me give you some tips on that. And then also, I wanted to talk about portions, which that has to do with, eating out and then portions at home, etc. Another thing to think about is more meals during the day. Society has it that we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 3 meals. But in reality, the best way to really release weight and to keep our body at maximum energy is to have 5 to 6 smaller meals. Okay. And what this does is it actually helps with our metabolism, and we're like a furnace. Okay, so if we've got to put coal in the furnace, we put coal in and then it burns down and it loses energy, and then you need to put more coal in. That's kind of how we are, where we have some food, we have the energy, and then we start losing it, right? And then we need more fuel to keep our energy up. And that we burn more calories when we do that. All right. We are not like filling ourselves all the way up, and then we've got, an overload of energy. And that's why we want to have smaller meals. And that way we keep that furnace going and the energy level is high. We don't have any dips in our energy level. So that's the thought about having smaller meals more often. Plus, you don't feel deprived as well. If you know in a couple hours you can eat again, that's the great thing about it, right? Okay, so let's talk about eating out. How do you enjoy eating out and still stay on track to release the weight to reach your goals? Okay, so when you're eating out, there's a couple things you can do. Number one, maybe you decide you're going to share a meal. So if there's 2 portions or 3 portions in a meal, you can share it with your significant other or a friend or whatever. That's one thought. Or the other one is go ahead and get the meal. And then when you get the meal, you automatically get a box to go, and you take half of it and you put it in a box and you set that aside. Then you're eating the correct portions that you should. And the other great thing is you can say to yourself, in a couple hours, I can still have the rest of the meal, because if you're eating smaller meals throughout the day, then you can do that. So you don't feel like, oh, I didn't get to eat the whole thing. Yeah, you can, but just in a few hours, right? So those are ways that you can eat out and still partake and still enjoy. If you wanted to have, a drink, an alcoholic drink or something, you want to make sure that you're looking at the calories in that. A lot of menus now actually have low cal alcohol beverages. But if you can do something like a wine spritzer, you're going to really cut back on that as well. As far as portion controls at home and really working with that, having smaller meals, the key to that is having the food available when you're ready and you're hungry, which if that's every 2 to 3 hours, you need to have either smaller meals already made and set up or fruit or those type of things. That's the best way to stay on track, because what will sabotage us many times is that if we don't have healthy foods ready to go in the refrigerator or the pantry, then what do? We reach for something that's not going to keep us on track. All right. So if you can plan ahead, maybe on the weekend, and make larger meals and then pack them or, package them up, put in the freezer or the refrigerator, you're set to go for the week to go. I have healthy meals when I'm hungry, and then you don't feel deprived. You stay on track and still are able to eat and you keep your energy up. Okay? So, I hope that's been helpful on really enjoying still eating out but staying on track, and also preparing for the week and really keeping your energy up and having healthy foods ready when you're hungry. All right? Let me know how these tips are affecting you. If you try them out and you find that they're really working, I would love to hear from you on my Facebook page at True You Training and Life Coaching, and that's TRUYOU. And I look forward to the next video in our Get Thin, Stay Thin series, and I'll be sending that out next week. Have a tremendous day, and to your health and happiness, take care. Bye-bye.